Yo, 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 what the hell is going on, yo? NFL Week 2? Man, I didn't have to throw the Bills out there. Plus 120. The fuck? Free money. I hope y'all played them Bills for Thursday, though, for real. Got my horchata. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. We got, 14 games to talk about since we already missed 115. Um, Let's get started, man. Let me just open my DraftKings up. I got my notes up here and shit. I'm just get this out. Lopez Grasso 2 piece. If not, Lopez and Valentina plus 5.5 2 piece. Both give you same odds. Whichever girl you're more confident in. Ortega's a dog. He might get that plus 3.5 too. It's gonna be a close fight, but I think Lopez is mad as fuck about Ortega's being unprofessional the last time around. I know he got sick, but you can't just pull out of the fucking fight an hour before you're supposed to fight. Danny Gay saved that day. Shut up, 50K Danny Gay, but I already gave y'all UFC picks. More than enough. Tail them if you want. Tail them. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. If you do, I do, because I want you some money. But, man, let's just get started first. Man, the first game I have here on the slate is the Cleveland Browns versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. How bad did the fucking Browns look? I know it was against Dallas. Dallas always, you never know what you're going to get with Dallas. On paper, they're always one of the best teams in the league. That defense, though, was nasty. The offense for Cleveland could not get going in that game at all. I think the only touchdown they scored was Jerry Jeudy getting in. Maybe some little play on that this week, but they were just bad. 33-17 is not indicative of how bad they played that game. I don't even know how they put up 17 points. Um, Watson only threw for under 200 yards. He had 2 interceptions. Jerome Ford, he led the team in rushing last week against a great defense, though. He got in for a touchdown, though. And the Jaguars, man, they should have won that game. They were up 17-7 at halftime, blew the lead, let Miami come back and just fucking they just blew the game, bro. I mean, typical Jacksonville style. I like the man in 8 of the last 9 uh games as the Browns as the underdogs, Nick Chubb has recorded 100 rushing yards, 100 rushing and receiving yards in those games. All right. Nick Chubb's not playing, so who cares, right? But Deshaun Watson, he's recorded 25 rushing yards in each of his last 7 appearances with his team as a road underdog. So you know what we're gonna play? I think Jacksonville's defense is gonna make um him scramble, Deshaun Watson scramble a little bit. I think he gets those 25 rushing yards. Let's see if they even have minus 105, single bet, 25 rushing yards for Deshaun Watson scrambling out the pocket. I also like Jerome Ford to score a touchdown in this game. Maybe even two, to be honest. I think Jerome Ford's going to be that leading rusher. I actually really like the Browns plus 3.5 in this game. Right now it's at plus 3, but just move it over to plus 4, plus 4.5, plus 3.5, plus 4.5 to be safe. So we're gonna give you guys minus 145 odds for the Browns to cover plus 4.5. I do like them to win the game outright, but the official pick is gonna be plus 4.5 Browns, minus 145 odds. Man, moving on, y'all. We got the Colts. Anthony Richardson versus Malik Willis. Jordan Love got injured in one of the last plays of the game in Brazil. Um, but Anthony Richardson had a fucking great first week. He had over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick. And he had 56 rushing yards to go on top of those 212 passing yards. Jonathan Taylor scored a touchdown. Man, I mean, Alec Alec Pierce had 125 receiving yards on 3 catches. I mean, the favorites have won each of the Colts' last 13 games, and the Colts are the favorites. Um, the Colts have covered the spread in each of their last 8 games against NFC North opponents. I'm taking Colts straight up. If Jordan Love is playing, completely different story. I like the Colts here. Give me even Jonathan Taylor to score a tutty and the Colts to win. Odds on that are going to be plus 192 odds there. So damn near plus 200 right now. So I like that. Or if you don't want to do the two-legger, just play the Colts by themselves or play Taylor to get in by himself. Both are great bets though. Moving on, man. The Raiders and the Ravens. Ravens are minus 410 favorites, plus 320 for the Raiders. I think Ravens can cover minus 6.5 in this game. We're gonna go with Derrick Henry to score a touchdown, and the Ravens to cover minus 6.5 points. Plus 120 odds. Sway love that number. Lock it in. I like that for a 2-piece right there. Ravens minus 6.5. Henry anytime touchdown scorer. Let's see what the odds are just for minus 130 if you're just taking money line for the Ravens. So I'll take that spread and I'll get myself some plus money on that game. 49ers at the Vikings. I need to see more from the Vikings. I just need to see more from the Vikings. They look great. I think that what's his name can definitely get in this week. What's his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones can definitely get in this week. But it's just minus 220 seems a little bit like cheap, like for the 49ers. I like the 49ers. Let's alternate this to minus 2.5, though, just in case the Vikings are legit this year. Minus 2.5 for the 49ers is minus 172 odds. And honestly, with fucking stupid ass McCaffrey, who I took first overall in my fucking fantasy draft, fucking little white bitch, go suck a dick. Why, go fuck yourself, bro. You fucked me, dog. I'm glad I drafted well in the following the first round, but still, man, dude fucked me so hard. Um, we're gonna go with Aaron Jones to score a touchdown and the 49ers to win plus 240 odds. If you don't like that, then just do Debo and the 49ers to win. I actually like that more, plus 160 odds. That's the play for that. I just need to see more from the Vikings. They could win that NFC North this year with no quarterback. That's good. Just crazy. The Saints at the Cowboys, plus 215 odds for the Saints money line, minus 265 for the Cowboys. I don't think we should overthink this one, boys. I do like an alternate under and 42.5 over. I think Derek Carr is going to look good this game. Minus 183 odds on the over 42.5. And to be honest, y'all, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown score. You know what? We're going to give the Saints 10 points, and we're going to give CeeDee Lamb a touchdown. How do you guys feel about that? Plus 10.5 for the Saints, and CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown scorer, plus 160 odds, plus 158. That's the pick for the Saints and the Cowboys. I do think the Saints can pull off an upset here after how good they looked against fucking Carolina. But the Cowboys are the Cowboys. They were dominant against a team that's expected to make the playoffs this year, the Browns. Let's see if they can shut Carr down how they shut down Watson. But CeeDee Lamb and the Saints to cover 10.5 points plus 160. Simple. Next game, Chargers at Panthers, minus 230 for the Chargers. Let's alternate the the spread to minus 2.5 for the Chargers. And let's get minus 170 odds on that single bet. If you guys don't think that's a little too juiced, we'll just take the Chargers money line. And we're gonna take over 37 and that over 36.5 points. Plus 140 odds. So Chargers money line and over 36.5 points for the entire game. Panthers should score a touchdown or two, and then the Chargers will cover the rest. Man, Buccaneers and Lions. What a tough game, right? This is one of those really tough games. Buccaneers at Lions. I mean, Detroit looked good against their defense made pivotal stops that first Thursday games. They're rested. They had 10 days of rest. I think that's gonna benefit them a little bit. But let's talk about the Buccaneers, man. 37-20 victory over fucking Commanders. And 392 yards total of offense. No turnovers. 9 of 13 on third downs. Baker Mayfield, 289 yards and threw for 4 touchdowns. Godwin had a good game, 8 receptions, 83 yards. Tutter. I think Tampa Bay is a live dog here, guys. I am playing the plus 7.5, Tampa Bay, and to be honest, I might play the plus 300 money line for the Buccaneers. I don't think the Buccaneers defense is that bad. I think both defenses are kind of on the same level. Um, Touchdown scorer for this game. Laporta didn't get in last week, I believe. We're gonna go with Laporta to get in, and I actually like so many things for this fucking game. Laporta to get in. I like Rachaad White to get in. I like the game. I like that plus 10.5 for the Bucks and over 42.5. Not even worth throwing that in there. But Laporta and White to score anytime and Buccaneers to cover plus 10.5 plus 455 odds. I think it's happening. I'm betting money on that. Like not no $10. I'm bet at least like 25. But and I'm gonna sprinkle something on that plus 300 for Buccaneers to win outright. I don't see why the odds are so, maybe because the Lions had so much days of rest, 10 days, and Buccaneers really shed on the Commanders. Moving on though, we got the Jets and the Titans. Jets minus 175, Titans plus 145. I mean, what do I like here? Jets looked awful. Um, I mean, Allen Lazard had 89 receiving yards and he had 2 touchdowns, but Aaron Rodgers only ended up with 170 yards less, 167 yards. And man, but like I think the Bears aren't that good. Our defense is great. Our defense kept us in that game against the Titans. The fact that the odds are damn near similar, like minus 175 for the Jets, plus 145 for the Titans. That was basically the Bears and Titans odds, except the Bears were a little more juiced because Caleb Williams, obviously. But I don't think we should overthink this, guys. I don't think that I think bottom 10 of the league. that the what's it called? Bottom 10 defense for the Titans. I mean, the Jets are gonna win this game, and to be honest, I'm gonna give you guys um Aaron Rodgers to throw two passing touchdowns, which is plus money on its own, and the Jets to win mine plus 180. But if you're gonna do that, I would just single bet both, or take the Jets spread. So I like minus 2.5 here for the Jets. Minus 146 odds. And I like Aaron Rodgers to throw two passing touchdowns on its own is plus money, plus 125. I think the Jets get this done. I think the Jets cover minus 2.5, and I think Rodgers throws two passing touchdowns this game. Um, and moving on, we got man, a lot of games, huh? We got the Seahawks and the Patriots. What an interesting one. It's at New England. We're gonna take New England plus 3.5 here at minus 123 odds. I think it's a close game. Um, I mean, Jacoby Brissett didn't look awful. I mean, they beat since they were the biggest underdogs week one and they won. I think their defense is gonna hold up. I think the defense actually might give Seattle a lot of fucking trouble. I'm gonna go with the Patriots plus 3.5 here. I really like them in that game. Next game, I don't know what to think of this because I was all over the Giants against the Vikings last week. I think Austin Eckler gets in for a tutty. We're gonna give plus 260 odds for that. Fuck it, that's all I'm giving out. I do think the Commanders probably win the game after seeing how bad the Giants look. Although I don't know, I kind of like the under 43.5 in this game as well. Both offenses fucking are abysmal, terrible, especially with the Giants losing Saquon. And I mean, we didn't see too much out of they got a comedian out there in Washington, but I do think plus 260 for an Eckler touchdown. Why not drop some money on that? After the years he's had scoring 3 touchdown games, 4 touchdown games in the past, plus 260 is gonna be the pick, or Austin Eckler to get in is gonna be the pick for the Giants and the Commanders game. If I have to pick a winner or a spread, I'll take the Giants plus 3.5. I think it's divisional game. It's gonna be close. Rams at the Cardinals, man. Straight up, I like the Rams. I bet on the Rams against the Lions. Didn't work out great for me, but I don't think the Cardinals defense is great. And that's all I gotta say. I mean, um, Matthew Stafford was one of the only quarterbacks to throw for over 300 yards in in the game in week one. I think Cooper Kupp gets in for a touchdown, and I think the Rams win this game. Odds on that are gonna be. I also like as a single bet Marvin Harrison to get in because I think they're gonna utilize him a whole lot more. But minus one, the two legger plus 196 odds for Cooper Kupp and the Rams to win. And then single bet Marvin Harrison Jr. to get a touchdown plus 130. Um, Moving on, y'all. The Chiefs primetime game against taking on the Bengals. How many times have these motherfuckers faced each other the past couple of years? Not overthinking it. Getting Pacheco touchdown, and to be honest, y'all aren't gonna like this because I have a bad feeling about this game, but which is why I'm gonna take. Fuck, they're not even gonna let me do it. I want to take the Chiefs plus 3.5. I really do. I think the Bengals. Man, what the fuck? Hold on, guys. I think Pacheco gets in, and we're gonna give the Bengals 10.5 points. Plus 176 odds on that. Pacheco to score and Bengals to cover 10.5. If you're really confident in the Chiefs, Pacheco to score and the Chiefs money line is plus 108. Both good bets. I think the Bengals can cover 10.5 though. Even if it's like a last second cover, they score a touchdown at the end of the game, down 17, just cover, Um Pittsburgh Steelers at the Broncos. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers, bro. I mean, who's fucking who's gonna be Justin Fields is gonna be the quarterback tomorrow. I like anytime touchdown scorer Justin Fields. I don't think it happened last week, even though I really liked it. Anytime the touchdown scorer Justin Fields. I also like Najee Harris to get in. I think the Steelers win this game. I'm all over the Steelers here against the Broncos. Broncos aren't any good, in my opinion. So I gotta say. And the Steelers, they still have Mike Tomlin back there. Dog, one of the best coaches ever. I don't care if he doesn't have 6 Super Bowls. He's one of the best coaches ever. What he does with the rosters he's had is crazy. The Chicago Bears plus 220 odds at the Houston Texans. Sprinkle a little something on the Bears, but in my heart, I truly feel like we're gonna get smoked. I feel like Joe Mixon's gonna score 2 touchdowns, and I'm like confident in that. Joe Mixon to score 2 touchdowns is plus 380. We just allowed 2 touchdowns to Tony Pollard, which is also a good bet, but they got weapons on weapons, this Houston. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop it. You saw how he did against Will Levis, who has no weapons other than Calvin Ridley. And he was making plays downfield. Sure, defense locked in at the end of the game, but I don't think it would be a smart bet to bet on the Bears. If you're betting on the Bears here, it's because you live in Chicago and you like the fucking Bears. It's the only reason you would bet on the Bears in this game. Texans are legit. CJ Stroud's legit. Let's see if I can give you something playable here. I honestly, this is gonna be the play. Joe Mixon to score a touchdown. The Texans to win, and CJ Stroud 2 passing touchdowns. It's a 3-legger that's plus 220. So take that 3-legger or bet on the Bears, because I guarantee you, our defense is not gonna look as good as it did week 1 against Will Levis. I think it's a winnable game for the Bears if they get the turnovers how they did week 1, but I'm not betting the Bears this week. Fuck that. And last but not least, same odds. Philadelphia Eagles minus 270 against the Falcons, who are plus 220, man. I think the Falcons are gonna be a whole lot better than the week 1 showed. I mean, I do think the Eagles probably still win this game, but I do think we could trust Atlanta Falcons to cover 10, and Jalen Hurts is my guy to get in for a touchdown. Actually, not. Saquon Barkley is. So we're gonna do Jets minus Jets. Oh my God, I'm fucking going crazy. Falcons plus 10 and Saquon Barkley to get in anytime touchdown score. Let me see the odds on that. Or maybe not. But Saquon Barkley to get in plus 10 for the Falcons for a Monday night game. I think Eagles win minus 270 is far gone. And I do think Falcons will keep it close ultimately. Drake London had a bad week 1, but we got to see like I mean, we just got to see how Kirk does. We got to see if that offensive line is able to protect them. Just got to see. But I got the odds for that plus 130 for Barkley to get in, the Falcons to cover 10. Gave you a lot of plus money picks. Let's hope they all hit. Um, I'm not running it down. Watch the fucking video and tail if you want. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. Cause you're not gonna win no money. Long live Sway, Sway forever. I miss my dog, especially for these football episodes, because his ass really more of a football fan than me, and I'm more of like a UFC fan than him. So it kind of leveled out that we would be doing these two, you know. But stay tuned, like, subscribe, share, all that shit. Watch the episodes, guys. I've been putting some work in. I don't know. I know I have my phone right here, but that's just because I got my tabs open whenever I got to see something on my little website that I use. That's a very secret website. I'm talking SpongeBob SquarePants secret sauce website. You know, I'm talking about Chick-fil-A sauce website. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. Sway loves y'all. We all love Sway. We all miss Sway. Sway forever. I miss my dog like no other, man. Like no other. I just gotta go on this quick rant right here. Like if there was anybody I bring back that I lost countless people, it'd be Sway. I mean, I wish I could just have that motherfucker around me, bro. The lives he's impacted. I just see like so many people post about him on the daily, and it's been since March 9th. Y'all like I really am. The only thing that motivates me to do this is Sway passing away. I was kind of like out of the mix when Sway passed away. I was being bogus with the episodes. I wasn't really showing up to all of them, you know. But seeing Pickpocket on his gravestone, I mean, I know this shit's gotta take off. I know I'm sitting here in a shitty ass fucking couch recording off a shitty ass MacBook, but I promise y'all, this will be a real production. It's gonna be just me probably because I can't get no fucking help from nobody. Nah, but now I know how Sway feel, you know? Long live Sway. I love you, my brother. It's for life. It's for life. Pickpocket podcast for life. I'm doing this till there's no more sports, till I fucking die. Love y'all. Sway loves y'all. We all miss Sway. Sway forever. Sway picks for life.